you a gift.
Huh?
I bought you a gift.
Have you?
It's not here now. I bought it for and bought you a gift as well, Chris.
What,
Yeah.
for next transfer window?
I bought it. I came the last. You weren't here the last press conference, were you?
No.
I'll have to bring it next time.
It's not a striker, is it? Just joking.
Okay. As usual, we'll kick off with the broadcast section. Chris from Sky, if you want to get us underway.
Good afternoon, Greg.
Afternoon.
To start off with some team news, there were some reports about Lucas Paqueta picking up an injury on Tuesday. Are you able to elaborate more?
Yeah, it was a training incident, really, just an innocuous one. He went over on his ankle and a sort of a little bit of a collision with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So yeah, he's rolled his ankle. He'll be missing for the game. Probably Leicester as well. So we'll see how he is, but it's swollen up a bit. Apart from that, team news is pretty much as we were.
No Sufal and some of them?
No, Vladdy's just still a little bit of a feeling. So I think the game will come too soon for him for the weekend. Got an outside chance for Leicester. Somerville's making progress, but a similar timeline. You're looking the other side of the international break more so for him.
I guess with Lucas, you might know more next week, but that's as much as you know for now.
Yeah, exactly. He's just swollen up. So I'll take it day by day, but I would imagine a week or two it'd be away.
Emma Ferguson played really well when he came on at half time.
Yep.
How's he getting on in terms of his progress? Is he ready to start a game and do 90 minutes yet?
Yeah, I agree. He did. He came on and had a good impact. As I said before, we just need to be careful with him in terms of how we're building him up. The minutes he plays, probably 90 is a bit of a step, I would say. So, as I said, just need to be take him forward in the right way, safely for him. Hasn't played a lot of minutes over a period of time, but he's training really well and he's fitted into the group really well, which is what we thought he would. So he's ready to help. And then we just decide what's the right thing for him and the team.
I guess with him, see if he got a good performance himself, but is it also him making other players better around him that will make a big difference as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the type of player he is. He can bring others into the game. He helps others around him. He's working really hard, like I say, in training. I think everybody can see his quality, and the bit for us now is just to make sure that step by step we take him through the right way to get him on the pitch, helping the team as much as possible.
In your own words, you were disappointed with the first half performance against Brentford, but happier with the second. In reflection now and during the week, what do you tend to concentrate more on with the players? Was it the first half and correcting that, or the second half and the improvements that you made in taking that going forward?
Well, I think we had to do a bit of both, to be honest. I think we had to acknowledge and understand and be honest enough to say that the first half wasn't what we want to be and how we want to go forward. And sometimes that can happen in a game. Have to understand why it happened and try to correct some things, and then also focus on the positives and focus on the positives for the second half, but also the work that we've been doing as well. So, yeah, it's been a process of both, I would say.
You've got a good record at Arsenal, I think three wins there for Brighton. Are you able to take sort of learnings and lessons for that when you manage a different club and go to have the same fixtures, obviously, against on Saturday?
Well, the context is completely different, so not too much, to be honest. It's more just how can we prepare the players and the team to go to a tough place, of course. Arsenal are a top team, but I think it's a good game for us in terms of responding to the disappointment against Brentford, and we're looking forward to it. We've had a good week again. That we've had to deal with the disappointment of the last game, and now we're looking forward to a real big challenge, because that's what it is. It's a big challenge.
Baroness Karen Brady, she did a podcast with Sky Sports This News where she mentioned the London Stadium. She said it was the right decision to go. It's been 10 years, so the kind of debate's been done over and over again, but after a home loss, that kind of debate seems to come again online amongst the fans. I just wanted to know your kind of impressions of the stadium so far, and actually is the key really just turning around the home form, because I guess that sort of does quieten down the debate, I guess, maybe to say.
Yeah, I have no idea about the historical debate, but from my perspective, we want to try and help the team play well at home. You want to always try and play well and entertain and please your home fans. And I think it's fair to say we haven't done that for a period of time as well as we'd like, that's for sure. So I think having a strong home record helps the mood and the positivity around the club. So that's, of course, that's one of our challenges.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Another London derby. Of course, every game in the Premier League is hard, but when you take this squad, of course, there's injuries against a top team like Arsenal. Do you think it's helped when understanding where West Ham are at, where you can go, where your strengths are when you go against these top teams in form?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you have to do an analysis of the opponent, absolutely. And the analysis is that they're a really, really strong top team. Mikel's done a great job in terms of developing the club and developing the team. They're competing at the top end of all the competitions. So, and then once you've done that analysis, you have to understand, okay, what can we bring and where's our strengths and weaknesses, and how can we put a plan together that can give us a chance to go there and be competitive and try to get a positive result. So it isn't easy, but that's what we're in the Premier League for. Really excited for the game. I think it's a really good game for us, and we go there and we're positive and we try to be the best version of ourselves.
And from your perspective, what's been the biggest positive or improvement you've seen from these groups of players since you took over? It can be on the pitch, off the pitch.
Yeah, I think day to day I've been really pleased with. I think that's almost the disappointing thing of the first half against Brentford. We didn't really see that in terms of how the players were and how the players have been. Like I said, sometimes these things happen and you have to put it into context and perspective. But generally, the way the players have applied themselves has been really positive. I think there's a trying to change of behaviour, a change of intensity around how we train and how we play, which is a step-by-step process, because if it's too much too soon, it can be problems in terms of injuries. But that's been positive as well. But clearly, results-wise, we need to improve as well. And that's where the work is. We have to understand the context that we're in and the situation that we're in. But at the same time, also know that we're in the Premier League and we want to get more points.
And you've dealt with a few injuries since you've taken over as manager. How do you approach making sure that those players are still included into the ideology, because you're still trying to implement what you're trying to prove? We've heard from players how isolating it can be when they're injured. So how do you approach keeping them a part of the squad, especially in your early stages as a manager here?
Yeah, and it's a tricky one because sometimes the players are doing some rehab separate from their group, and the priority for them is to sometimes just focus on their rehabilitation and give them the space that they need to do that in the best way. And then as they get closer and closer, then obviously they become more and more integrated into the group. But yeah, I think the players generally, the feeling I've had here is the group's in a positive place. It can always improve. When you've had a lot of change over a period of time, I think sometimes the trust isn't as strong as you'd like it to be, and then that you have to go through some time and some ups and downs for that trust to develop. I think that's where probably the group is at the moment. We can always do better and always improve more and more, but the general foundation of how people have approached everything has been really positive.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hi Grant, how are you?
Very well, yourself?
Yes, surviving. In terms of, you said it's a big challenge going to Arsenal. This was a big challenge managing West Ham. You've been here 2 months now. Is it bigger than you thought, or are you right on top of it? Tell us where you are.
No, there's always more work to do. There's always room for improvement. I think I realised before and I realise now, again, what I've said all along, this is a really, really big club, fantastic club with great support, ambition, infrastructure in terms of academy that's really positive, lots going for it, and obviously a tricky period in terms of change of manager halfway through the season and results and all that comes with that in terms of injuries and things happening, which is the general life of a Premier League manager, stroke football club. But I'm loving my time here, really excited for what we can do. But at the same time also know that we need to improve and get some points and keep taking steps.
Improve and get some points. I mean, you look at the points tally, it wouldn't suggest you're in a relegation battle. Position in the table at a stretch might. Do you see that, or do you see it just as now building some consistency to go into next season?
No, we have to, until you've got the points you needed, you have to be focused and respect the competition and respect the league. We focus fighting for every point we can. As I said, we haven't got enough that we want at the moment, so we need to do better. We need to improve that, and the only way you do that is to start by the next game. Focus on Arsenal. It's a massive game. It's a big game. It's a tough game. Of course, they're competing for the Premier League, and we're away from home and all that stuff. But we have to go there with a positive mentality. And I know it's been a tough fixture for us in recent times, but we have to go there with a positive mentality and fight and then see what the game provides.
You managed in London before, obviously at Chelsea, but you also managed outside of London, outside the country as well, to be fair. But with London clubs, do you think it is harder for them because they're so often now with 7 teams in the Premier League playing London derbies?
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think there's loads of factors that make every club challenging. As you said, in the Premier League, there's no easy games. The competition is getting tougher and tougher. It's not only just me that would be saying it. I think everybody says it. It's the levels going higher and higher. So I think it's great for the fans. Less travel, they can come to the games and support the team. We just have to focus on ourselves and focus on the game in hand. And the game in hand is Arsenal, and we'll go there with a positive mentality and try to take some points.
Finally, on that less travel, your own situation. Last time I was here, you were kind of here all the time and only going home at weekends or the odd weekend. Have you managed to sort that out now?
No, well, I'm happy. I'm in London now, so I go home if we get a day and some time to see the family, and they'll come up maybe occasionally. But I'm sort of here and enjoying my time in London, enjoying my time at the training ground, and working in this fantastic club.
Okay. I'll just one more for haters.
Hi, Graham.
Hi.
Do you think it's a better time to play Arsenal given all the attacking injuries that they've had in recent weeks?
Well, I think my experience would tell me there's never a good or bad time. It's just the time that you have, and you can't control that. We have to do what we have to do. Arsenal, whoever they play, are going to be extremely competitive because they're so well organised, well coached. The group is a strong group. Of course it is. It's competing at the top end of the Premier League and in the Champions League. So we know it's a tough game, and we have to respect that. And then it's about what we can bring to the game ourselves. We have to do that because that's really important for us in terms of how we want to move forward as a team and as a club. So as much as we respect the opponent, we have to also think about ourselves and, okay, what can we bring to the game?
Does it present a bit of a difficult challenge as well, knowing exactly what they're going to do? Because obviously they brought Mikel Merino on last game and he played really well in the striker role. Is it pose an extra challenge to try and work out what exactly they're going to do in attack?
Well, you never know. You can have a guess, and we have these. Every club has analysts, and we try to predict and look at the past and see. But anything can happen. As I said, whoever Arsenal play, we have huge respect for because they're top players, top manager, well coached. So they'll be ready. They'll be expecting to take the points, and we need to go there and bring the best version of ourselves.
Okay, cameras off then, please.